Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. Topping the list, we are remembering 9/11. 6 News talked with a retired NYPD lieutenant and former Bearden Middle School teacher who has devoted his life to teaching students about that day. Now, Stephen Shedden recalls the attacks on this day 24 years ago. Shedden was on vacation in Florida when he heard the news. He was in a post office when strangers began talking about planes hitting the Twin Towers. He raced to a television and tried to get back to New York, but as a lot of you may remember, travel was shut down. He says watching from afar was heartbreaking, knowing his friends and fellow officers were in danger, and he couldn't help at all. When he finally returned to New York, he helped in the days that followed. Shedden calls it a day that changed his life, and after retiring, he moved to East Tennessee and created a program to teach students about 9/11.
At some point, we're all going to be gone, and somebody has to carry this on. And they have to carry it on so something like that does not happen to us again. And just to honor the memory of everybody that made that ultimate sacrifice.
Shedden shares during COVID, he attempted to get a bill passed to require 11 minutes of 9/11 instruction every year on this day. Although the pandemic interfered, he says he is looking to revisit it soon. And we're taking a look at some memorials that took place across Knoxville for 9/11 today. This morning, KPD Chief Paul Noel and KFD Chief Stan Sharp led Knoxville leaders in honoring those lost to the attacks with a wreath-laying ceremony. At 8:46 this morning, a moment of silence was observed. Now, this was followed by the ringing of the First Baptist Church bells to mark the time that hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Leaders then presented the wreath and flowers at the base of the 9/11 monument.
It's very important to me to see that our city is still honoring those we lost that day, and that we as a fire department can be out here today appreciating and acknowledging the sacrifices.
And one way East Tennessee remembers those sacrifices by gathering dozens of volunteers to clean headstones of the fallen military and first responders who died on this day 24 years ago. 30 people worked for hours to clean the headstones and beautify the grounds of Knoxville National Cemetery. Carry the Load Mission is a nonprofit that hosts volunteer events to provide active ways to honor and remember our nation's heroes.
We're here just to serve the cemetery, to serve our local community. We're here to clean headstones of our brave men and women who died and are buried here now. We're just here to honor them and spend some time on 9/11.
Another local event this morning, UT's Army and Air Force ROTC cadets honored the lives lost on September 11th with a memorial stair climb at Neyland Stadium. About 400 cadets and staff climbed the stadium steps, a tribute to the first responders who rushed into the World Trade Center towers during the attacks. We talked with some of those taking part this morning.
I think it's a lot for remembrance and to remember the courage of the first responders in 9/11. It can be pretty tough. I mean, we have a certain time slot to try to get all the floors for 9/11, running up and down the stairs, and it can really kick your butt, especially if you're really putting in the work.
You can read more about today's ceremonial stair climb and what today means to these ROTC members by looking for this story on our website at WATE.com. Moving down our list now, the Douglas Cherokee Economic Authority is reminding those who use the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, that changes are coming this year. LIHEAP distributes funds to help people pay to heat and cool their homes and prevent utilities from shutting off. And the organization, which serves several counties across East Tennessee, says the program is continuing this year. This comes after the entire LIHEAP staff was laid off in April at the Department of Health and Human Services. Now, Tommy Lindsay at the Douglas Cherokee Economic Authority says the changes this year are coming from the state of Tennessee, which has delayed the start of the 2026 LIHEAP program until their program year until November.
As you know, energy bills, everything, the cost of everything is going up, and incomes, or especially those on fixed incomes, are not meeting the rise in inflation. So it's very important to them to just know that they have that security of knowing that the LIHEAP is coming and that it will assist them with those high bills in the winter.
Lindsay says that typically they start the program year in October and that the change is impacting LIHEAP providers statewide. Next here on the 7, Knoxville police say 2 people were arrested as part of an investigation into 2 separate overdose deaths. Law enforcement executed a warrant along Toxaway Drive in West Knoxville. This happened yesterday. That is near Bearden Middle. Now, we're told the search turned up fentanyl, magic mushrooms, and 2 guns, including one that had been stolen. KPD says William Aldridge and Brandon Bain were taken into custody during the search. Among other things, they are charged with maintaining a dwelling for drug purposes. Now, police add the investigation into the overdose deaths remains ongoing. Up next for you, we are getting answers about a crash that shut down the interstate, impacting traffic for more than 6 hours. That crash happened around 8 last night on I-40 near the Sevierville exit. It involved 3 semis and a Toyota Camry. Now, crash reconstruction detective found the Camry hit one of the semis before then hitting another, eventually getting caught underneath it. Now, the driver of the Camry has been identified as 20-year-old Jonathan Negrete Toledo of Dandridge. He has been charged with underage driving while impaired. The passenger was charged with underage alcohol consumption. The crash, by the way, remains under investigation tonight.